thing. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hopefully y'all are doing great out there. What's up, Madcap? How you doing? We have a pretty cool show today for you all. It's going to be a bunch of fun in the sun. First of all, right, I just want to say, coming up this weekend, PWCQ 80 coming on in. Last PWCQ for the season. Get your butts out there. October 5th. However, right, if you're in Germany, you have a good excuse to not play in this because you have GGP Berlin to look forward to. Same day. Okay. Looking pretty stellar out there. Looking pretty stellar that weekend. Pretty action-packed weekend. I will be casting PWCQ 80, by the way. It's going to be a bunch of fun. October 11th, 12th, 17th, we have the last chance qualifiers. You pay to play. Pretty sure they're double elimination brackets. And whoever wins those gets the last chance to enter in the Government World Championship 2025, October 18th. Okay. Freaking action-packed October. Sadly, I am not going to be at Government World Championship unless something drastic changes. I'm not going to be at Government World Championship. I also want to say thank you to everyone's support recently. This channel has been blowing up and it's been doing very well. 85 subscribers. You can't see it really here very well. 85 subscribers, man. Pretty quick considering that this channel was pretty dormant for a couple months just because of real life, you know. When it comes to me doing the YouTube content stuff, right? It's always been like, oh, I'm super excited, I'm going to do this. I do it for like a few weeks and then suddenly something happens and I can't stream. So that's what you kind of see down here, right? You know, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, I was doing the Best of 11 series. You know, this one was with Crash Volt. This one was with Karina. You know, I do want to go back to doing Best of 11s in the future. I think that would be really fun content. It's just a matter of getting people on to do that with. I know Karina wants to get back in the building. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, like 2 weeks ago, you know, I would say 2 weeks ago is when we really picked up steam here. So yeah, jumping up to 85 subscribers. Thank you all very much for that support. Tomorrow, Gulas. What's up, Gulas? Hope you're doing well out there. Tomorrow, the GGP Athens top 8 video will be up. We went over a lot of stuff in there. It's a little, you know, a bunch of fun with the stream. If you were there, you know, Madcap was there. That VOD's going to be up tomorrow. And then Friday, we're going to be covering the Go From At Friday. And we're also going to get an interview with your boys at Go to Argentina. Two-man crew. A 2 live crew coming through. As you can see, since the last time we looked at the channel, there's been more deck profiles going up. I'd recommend you all check that out. We're going to talk about all the lists and the local meta and everything on Friday, so I'm not going to take a look at these videos on this stream because we're going to go more in depth with it on Friday with our interview. Super excited for that one. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. You know, like I said, I am subscribed. I'm just not signed in on this browser. We have a pretty stacked thing going on here. We have the interview with INSIDS. Look at me looking at the camera like a dumbass. Also, for those that are going to ask, okay, because I know people are going to ask this, it is a coincidence that I am wearing the same color flannel. Okay, it's only a coincidence. It's not a coincidence I'm wearing the same hat because then I feel like it'd be really funny. I realized looking back at this, I was wearing the black and white flannel. But this was recorded yesterday. It's 45 minutes. It's a 45-minute interview. So what you guys are going to get today, it's going to be the raw interview, the full shebang, uninterrupted, really, like, and it's going to look pretty ugly, guys, because we used Discord to record it this time around. I tried setting it up on the software that I was trying to get people on to interview. Wasn't working out for INSIDS. So we switched back over to Discord as the fallback. This is going to be, I'm going to edit this, make it look pretty, cut out some fluff, And that's going to be uploaded this weekend, Saturday, preferably Sunday if I fall behind schedule. Thursday turned out to be a pretty heavy editing day for me because I'm uploading content to the GoForMit.com channel very soon. That's going to be pretty exciting. I'm going to be going back to uploading on here pretty soon. I'm going to have 2 shorts. I have to make 2 shorts. And then I'm also going to be making a video with Pikatron. We're going to be figuring out time for that. But I am very interested. I know Karem, shout out to Karem, told me that he was interested in doing a collaboration, looking over his big win at PWCQ 78. So I'm excited to talk about that with him. Pretty fucking cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Super excited to talk to Pikatron. Nice guy. Love talking to him. We're going to figure out time to get that recorded and everything like that. Super exciting stuff. And yeah, there's going to be some shorts on here soon. Big editing day tomorrow for me. Okay. Big editing day. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We're also going to be looking over some PWCQ stuff. For those who don't know, PWCQ 79 happened September 20th. We're going to get some content out there for that. I'm going to be doing a PWCQ, like a full recorded video for the Go For Matt channel as well. Get that done tomorrow. What we're going to be doing today is I'm just going to do a live react, look at all these lists. I actually don't know much about this PWCQ. I didn't have the chance to really look at too much. So I'm excited to take a look at that, formulate my thoughts, and then go into that tomorrow for recording. I'm super excited. I see Karina's name up here. I didn't know she top 8'd. So thank you all for coming in today. It's going to be a fun time. It's my Friday. And if it's your Friday, happy Friday to you as well. For those that are still midweek on your hump day, it's only going to get better from here, everybody. So without further ado, I'm going to put on the interview. It's obviously pre-recorded, but we're going to be here. I'm going to be able to answer questions, interact with everybody, interject if I need to, pause the video, so on and so forth. We're not just going to let it rock. I kind of hate doing that, so I'm going to interject if I need to. Okay. And without further ado, let me turn this down just a hair. Boom. What's going on, everybody? This is ToofYGO in the building, coming at you with an exclusive interview on the ToofYGO channel. We have the one, the only, the internationally known, the multi-format GOAT here, Insidious, multi-format beast coming at you. Say hello, Insidious.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Welcome back to America, man. The good old USA.
Yeah, American soil.
Yeah. So, you can tell he looks so tired. I faced Insidious a few times. They're a great competitor. He's a great guy, great friend, great competitor. I hope to have him on the streams more often, man. He's got a great voice for streaming. He's got the look, He's got the look. He's got the he's got the size. Just look at this picture of him right here. He's got the size, dude. Yeah, he looks huge here. I mean, he is. Look at him over here, dude. He looks crazy jacked, dude. He's been hitting chest really hard. I just hyped you up a ton, right? But you can go ahead. Yeah. but you're more than welcome to tell me about yourself right now. Your experience of Yu-Gi-Oh, your time in GOATs, anything, accomplishments, anything like that you want to talk about here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm no stranger to Yu-Gi-Oh. I started back when it came out in America, like 2000, 2001. I was in first grade, and
that's so fucking crazy. That's so crazy. I don't think he's that much older than me, but he was definitely started way before I was playing.
I played that up until like middle school. Took a hiatus, picked it up again, took another hiatus, picked up in senior year of high school. Came back during Abyss Rising Cosmo Blazer era.
That fucking format was I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking buns, dude. I can't handle that Cosmo shit. Also, when City says hiatus, it sounds like he's like he's in elementary school thinking, I should take a hiatus. I'm gonna take an extended break from Yu-Gi-Oh. Like he's having the conscious decision. Oh, I love Insidious. The way he talks about things is so good. He's so eloquent with his words.
Yeah, qualified for Nats back for 2013 with Evil Swarm, in 2014 with Fire Fists, and then in 2015 with Fire Fists again, and Teller Knights. I discovered Go format back in 2014 when Duelist Alliance was kind of not my cup of tea. So I saw people playing retro. I decided to check it out. I liked it. I hosted my first Go tournament online back in 2015 on Reddit. It was 32
Where is he supposed to be anyway? He's Philly based. He's Philly based.
people that span worldwide.
Wow.
And I was able to actually win that event. MF always says how it had like players like.
Oh, the background. Yeah, that was a funny thing. So this is the hacker's den virtual background on Discord. He wanted to use a virtual background on the way I was originally going to set it up, which was through video.ninja, and I was able to see it, like those options, but for some reason he couldn't. Maybe it was a browser thing or something, but I could never figure out why he couldn't see like the virtual background options on there. It did complicate the interview a little bit because I was going to like screen share and everything on that with that software, and Discord fucking hates me for some reason for screen sharing stuff. So that was a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it's the hacker's den background on Discord. Apparently, I totally forgot that was even an option, like virtual like Zoom kind of backgrounds on Discord. The hacker's den, dude. He's in the Matrix. Took the red pill.
Quantum Man and Jazz in it. That therefore it's a valid tournament. And then
I'm gonna run back that real quick here.
MF always says how it had like players like Quantum Man and Jazz in it. That therefore it's a valid tournament. And then sort of between 2015 and 2020, I was kind of on and off of Goats, just playing like detox mirror matches or whatever I could find online. I never really got involved in the luxury gaming, betting and all that, but and then around
Luxury gaming is how we got some of the some players. I think isn't AJT from Luxury, or is he just a pure FLC boy? I know. I think there was a couple players, right? Can't think of them off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure a couple players came from Luxury and got their start there doing money matches, and then kept along with it.
2018, 2019, FLC and GFC started, so I started playing those. But again, Goats just never really kept my full attention until
Yeah, Madcap. I knew that he was an OG, but I didn't know he was that back of an OG. 2015, hosting his first tournament with 32 people online. 2015.
I believe
Insane.
it was 2021, where War League was started. WGN decided to break away from Format Library. He got some people involved, including me, and we decided to build that. And ever since then, I've been fully immersed in the GOAT community, GOAT world. In terms of accomplishments, I have around 25 tops, I believe. I think I'm still top 10 in the MF's ranking of all-time Go players.
I need to double check with MF if that's still true. It would be awesome if that is true.
If that means anything. My best showing was 2022 Worlds. I got third place with Chaos Control, which is a feat on its own.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It was a great list too, by the way. That was a crazy good list, I gotta say.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and then in War League, I think I had the worst record until this past season. I was just more so a tourney player than I am a league player. But last year,
That's such an insane fun That's such an insane fact that he had the worst record. He had a worse record than me. And my first season in War League was total dog shit. But I guess that just happens, I guess, when you play like almost every week of every season. You know, your record is going to be on one extreme or another. You know, it's kind of hard to middle out. When you play literally every week of, like, almost every week of every season. So that makes sense, you know. But he's getting his num-nums up, dude. His numbers, his bibby num-nums.
Here I had 6 invites. That would have been so good if I didn't choke in the Worlds, and you know, I started 5-1 and then lost 3 straight. Just one of those wins would have got me top 8 just due to tiebreakers. And then this year it's been a struggle. I bubbled, I think 4 times, but 9th place in top 8 finishes, 18th place in top 16 finishes. I got 2nd in MVP this current season of World League, but I've been.
This was such a bad bit. I can just see myself in the corner with the exact same fucking thing as me right now. This is such a bad bit because it makes me feel like I'm there. This is bizarre. This is utterly bizarre.
More so focusing on poker lately, so I'm not
make that
so
money.
Go World. Yeah, so Go World isn't exactly getting my best, but with that said, I was somehow able to not only top but get 2nd place at Greece. And yeah, I'm ready to talk about that.
Yeah, first of all, I didn't even realize how far back you went with GOAT specifically. Like 2015, hosting a tournament with 30 players in 2015 is an achievement in of itself. Like,
yeah.
Holy shit, man. That is incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. People always assume I'm like from the DGZ era. That goes beyond me. That's more so MMF and other people. But
2015, I wasn't even alive back then. It's true, Gulaz. I know, it's fucking insane. MMF is even before that, by the way. I think MMF is like, what, 2013 GOATs, like, or something fucking psychotic like that. Psychotic, I think, was also back then as well. Shout out to Psychotic.
I started, I guess, in the 2nd wave when Chris Perovic was hosting the Toy Wiz tournament in New York in 2014. Sort of like that. Yeah, I am playing that, but I followed that, and that sort of motivated me to get more into the format. So yeah, I've been around. I know a lot of people in the community. That's why I always do these.
MMF played with Yami Yugi himself back in ancient Egypt. That's true. It's true. They were out there, dude. MMF was deep in the trenches with Yami Yugi and Yami Bakura. Shout out to Psycho, another OG from 2005. It's true. It's damn true. What's up, Rough Sleeper? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a great Wednesday. It's hump day for most people, so hopefully that hump is going to be a good hump and you get through the week pretty smoothly here.
Fantasies and rankings and all that, because I feel like I have the best judgment for people, at least in GOATs. Like, I know people. Some people joke that I know people's social security number. That's how much intel I have on some people. But yeah,
that's incredible, man. Holy shit! But speaking of incredible, right? You had the chance to go to Greece, dude. I think you were the first American duelist to go over there and show them what is up. You know? Like,
yeah, possibly. I know throughout the entire time they were like sort of rooting for me, but also like in a backhanded way they were like also rooting against me. They did not want a foreigner to get an invite. It's like it's okay if I top, but please don't like get an invite because we're prideful of our guys, and we want to make sure our guys win. And I believe I was the first foreigner to actually secure an invite in the Greek GGP.
That's crazy. Hey, but before we get into the GGP itself, man, tell me how Greece was, man. I've always wanted to go, and I'm sure there's a lot of people there that'd be like, oh man, especially you're sharing some pictures, dude. It looked amazing. That pizza, I specifically remember, looked like it was beautiful. You know. Meanwhile, the Greeks always top in Germany. Mancap telling the world what's up. That's actually true as fuck. That's actually true as shit. I just want to pull up this picture. Well, Insidious is talking about his time in Greece. I'm going to pull up this picture. Oh.
So take everything I say with a grain of salt. 'Cause
Look
it's
at this
just
fucking
my
pizza.
point of view.
Right.
Greece was beautiful. I'm very glad that I went.
This was Insidious ate this pizza. It looks fucking amazing. Like look at this. Are you fucking serious? Okay, back to the interview.
But it did not entirely meet my expectations.
Oh, okay.
Between like setting, food, etc. Yeah, we went for 10 days. I managed to convince my girlfriend to come with me to another Yu-Gi-Oh event. After Orlando was it last year. She said she'd never go again, but it's tough to turn down Greece. Decided to take a vacation out of it, so we stayed in Athens, and then went to Milos, and then Paros, and then back to Athens for hang out and basketball with the
These are all of his pictures,
guys,
by the way.
and then of course the GGP. Athens kind of reminds me of Philly in some ways. It's very congested, lots of graffiti. It's insane to drive there, to own a car there. The touristy areas kind of do remind me of Center City here. Architecture is beautiful. The sunset is gorgeous. Just overlooking the entire city off a hill was amazing. The ferries suck. Just going on those ferries, like it's very easy to get seasick. Luckily, I did not. But in one of the ferries, we were going during a storm, and I saw the entire side of the window get completely covered by water. So you can imagine how tilted we were in order to for that to happen. So that's some little perfect storm Poseidon type of shit there. Let's see what else. Yeah, Milos was cool. It had a very like rural, grungy look to it. No traffic lights, no sidewalks. Very free-flowing traffic. Cars are all. It looked like it was stuck in the 90s.
Guess I'll share that with y'all.
Past that, cool. Famous white houses, all square, rectangle in the mountains or in the hills. That was cool. Great landscapes. We just did beach hopping, walking, and restaurants. Beaches were awesome. They were nice, good views. Water was great, despite always being freezing. I don't know if it's a time of the season, but it was always windy, so it's not always the best conditions to swim. But with that said, we still managed to explore, go on a boat trip, so everything was cool there. Paros was more touristy. Very like you get off the ferry right away, and you can tell you are now in a resort beach town. Lots of hotels, lots of restaurants, lots of cars, traffic, congestion, etc. Better roads though, like the roads can actually fit 2 cars at the same time, so that was nice.
That's crazy. That's an upside. Maybe I'm just American here, of course. Fucking. It sounds like having wide lanes is pretty, is what it should be, Give me a fat freaking pickup and just fucking drive. Just fucking hit up the road.
But we were kind of, once we got to Paris, we were starting to, like, really get homesick a little bit. Like, we were, like, I think 3 days per island was enough, and 10 days overall was actually enough. When we got back to Athens, yeah, it was just mainly just like focusing on Yu-Gi-Oh, essentially, and she got a chance to just check out the Acropolis and all that without me. Food-wise, just didn't get there. Totally, like I had like 8 souvlaki's throughout the.
I was stunned when he said that. I was like, holy fuck. No way. I was stun locked at seeing the disapproval of the food. Not disapproval, but the side eye kind of on the food here is intense.
The entire week. But like you go among the restaurants, I mean, I guess I'm still a tourist. Maybe I didn't make the right choices, but it seemed like every restaurant had the same menu, just in different style font. Salads, appetizers, gelatos. I ate a lot. I got a sweet tooth.
You don't call it a Greek salad for nothing,
Yeah, right.
It's like the shittiest joke I've ever made in my life. They don't call it a Greek salad for nothing. Duh. Fucking bunch of grain bowls and olive oil everywhere. That's what it's sounding like. It's like everything's like Greek Taco Bell. Same ingredients.
Baracha, I absolutely slayed. It's like a phyllo, a pastry with like sweet cream inside. I devoured that. So again, it was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like my imagination was a bit higher.
Right.
But people are also a bit more serious and stone-faced. And I don't know if it's because they're tired of tourists or if that's really how they're like. But then when I met the Greek Go community, completely different. They were so kind, showed so much hospitality. Like it really made me wish that like I was part of their community, because that's what we lack here in the States. They were awesome.
Yeah, you can see that in the top 8 video I showed last stream. Yeah, they're all about community in Greece, and I'm very jealous of that. American Go is just fucking so shit and so isolated compared to Greece, dude. I thought he was gonna say they were goobers for a second. No, man, the best. Debatably, they're the best people in Greece. They're Go players, man. Go teaches you how to be a kind human. Teaches you kindness and humanity. The Greek locals look hype. They are so cool. Man, I wish I could upload that video of me looking at the top 8 announcement video. Because it's like it was like an 8-minute segment, but I don't think it justifies really like having its own upload, which is a problem. I'm gonna figure out some way I can like put that somewhere, because it's such a great video. It just shows like how much love they all have for each other over there. You know, between Nemesis, Bads, Jama Quattro crew, and all the locals along the way. You know, that video really stun locked me because it was so beautiful. That the community there is so locked in together. And made me very jealous of what they had. Very, very jealous of what they had.
They did not like what I experienced outside of them does not reflect, the entire community.
The greater population,
yeah. But yeah, no. Again, it was a good trip. I'm really happy that I went. I don't know when the next time I'll be back. But because there's just so much to explore. I do have plans for Italy next year for a GCI event. That would be cool. Maybe Germany, we'll see. Again, it's just I really get joy from meeting people that I've seen and talked to regularly online. Right. So yeah, Greece was a success. I'm happy that I went, for sure.
That's awesome, man. Like, I was Grumple Germany mentioned. Showed off one of the videos that Zogler sent me of like them announcing the top 8. Oh my god,
it's like a wax yes.
Everybody,
yeah, this is we talking about the top 8.
Everybody loved everybody there. Like they were all hugging each other.
Absolutely.
They were all high fiving. They're all like, "Hey, get in the circle." It was pretty. That's something that we really do need in the States, man. That kind of cohesion, that kind of community.
Absolutely. Like there was absolutely zero ego. Everyone was so gracious in defeat. They were like, "Oh, yep, you got me, GG." Like it's like,
shake hands.
Shake hands. Even afterwards, I was like saying "Efaristo," and shaking their hand, like "Thank you for the opportunity." Because I also wanted to make sure that I was.
What if Efaristo meant something really bad? I still don't really know what that means. He never really told me what that means. What if it means something really bad? And he's like trying to mask it. And because obviously I'm the dumb American that doesn't know English. That barely knows English. As evidence just now. I would be like, oh yeah, just shaking my head. It's like the worst thing somebody could ever say in Greece or something.
Giving them a good example of an American, because for most of them it's probably their first and only time meeting an American, so I wanted to make sure that I represent us well.
Yeah, you don't want to be the American that goes in there just slamming tables, going like, fuck, dude, I fucking sacked me.
Yeah, right? Maybe in modern, but not in ghosts.
INSIDS is such a great ambassador, dude. Perfect ambassador. He's very kind, respectful. Let's fucking go. Shout out INSIDS.
So yeah, no, again, just like you said, them.
Bro thinks Greeks have never seen an American. I doubt they've ever seen an American at their fucking GGP, Grumple. I'm pretty sure he's the first. I'm pretty sure he's the first one that they've ever played Paper Goats with, Grumple. You can say that. I'm pretty confident you can say that.
Congratulating each other in the top 8 announcement and just being happy for each other, even though it's at bubbled at 5-2, still showing respect and appreciation. Just not going called for.
That's awesome, man. Like, it sounds like, you know, while the greater Greece experience wasn't like up to what you had in mind, at least the Yu-Gi-Oh! Insidious was the first American in Europe. It's true. That is damn true, Gulas. Insidious was the first American in Europe. First in there. Deep in the cut. Insidious. The part was fucking dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And onto
the basketball was fun too.
Oh, the basketball! I wish I had pictures
of
that.
Yeah, it's just I guess we just got off the ferry. We barely found our hotel.
He did discover Europe.
Airbnb. Tired, hungry, and now I gotta go play basketball. You know, Kotsos is waiting for me with the taxi. And it's like, so I was barely hanging on, but we managed to play like a good hour and a half, and yeah, no, it was fun. Like it's interesting for basketball. Like they don't really check the ball; it kind of just starts, and if the ball goes out of bounds, they actually inbound the ball back. There's no like check it. Yeah, so I found that interesting. And they definitely do a lot more passing into the paint versus like shooting threes. Like I was the only one really shooting threes. Yeah, but no, it was fun.
So, on to topic of GGP. Let's talk about your list a little bit.
Sure.
I'm looking at the list right now. There was a slight error when it was first sent to me and I first reported. I thought you were totally, the brain rot kicked in on your War League experience. All the years just settling in. You brought 3 Minecon to a GGP. But no, you corrected the record. It was a card D. That is so funny. I think I didn't rail on him when I first saw that list, but I was saying like 3 Minecon is fucking insane to bring to a GGP. But like I saw 1 main, 2 side. I'm like, this guy is, what the fuck? But no, it was, yeah. It makes so much more sense that it was a card D. I had the list ready right here. I'm gonna put that up right here while we talk about it.
Yeah.
And that to me makes a lot more sense. But one thing that doesn't make sense to me is, where's the ceasefire?
I thought about it. I really wanted to do it, but I just decided not.
Minecon main is true brainworms. Yeah, I mean, especially when you take it to an IRL event, dude. Like, shit. The variance is like, you're never going to get that in a good spot. You're never going to get the Minecon in a good spot in any IRL event, period. If you Minecon main, no chance. No chance.
I wanted the consistency of the jog, which actually did come up in the tournament. I thought ceasefire would be cute, but I would not be doing myself any benefit. If I already had an invite, sure.
But that would work.
Mess around with it. I know ceasefire was in 2 of my lists that I got an invite for last year, but I did not want to take the chance at it being dead. Now, before a tournament, like I noticed there was a lot of Warrior players, so I kind of would have preferred to have ceasefire, but ultimately, you know, I did fine without it.
Right. So you came to play. You came to win. You wanted to slam that invite in. It wasn't like a fun little side thing to do on vacation. You came here to secure a dub. You know.
Absolutely.
That's great to hear. So let's see. Is there anything else on this list? I'm looking at the list. I'm seeing the double walk. I like the double walk for these IRL events.
And I needed it.
Yeah, because double walk is something you never really think about online. Because you just think about like numerically, like statistically speaking, the chance of you facing burn. Like sometimes you can eat that loss if you really don't want to prep for it. But in a smaller venue but it's also like a lot of local players, especially when it comes to Greece, right? You don't
Yep.
know. You,
and
you,
it's also a Swiss event, 45-minute rounds.
Yep.
You know, if I ever get into a match with like a control player, like upstarts come out, walks come in. No, walks were definitely a must.
I don't exactly know if I agree with that idea. It's like just because it's Swiss, you bring the walk, like you double up on your walks. But you know, some people do it, and I think it's good for other reasons. So ultimately, if it goes to the same conclusion, then I don't see an issue. You know, it makes me right still. I know it's also was it no solemns for similar reasons, no solemns or goats or nothing like that as well.
I don't think.
IRL takes longer. I think is reasonable. To me, it's yeah. I mean, like as far as going to time, it depends on the matchup. I would say, like, for me, I almost never went to time in any of my IRL events, and it's not and that's also including the times I did not bring Cat. I'm gonna say that I very rarely have ever went to time, and I do think about my plays. And I play at a reasonable pace and all that. You know, I do think. I let my opponent think. I don't rush nobody. I don't rush myself. I don't know. I very rarely go to time, to where like a walk would have made the difference. You know.
I don't like the idea of goats in the side deck for warriors. I think it's suboptimal. Goats against Chaos Turbo is even worse. Ask me how I know, because I dropped Chaos Control. And then Solemns, it really depends on the event. Like I know Danny Cassie really makes it work. And I actually did lose to a Solemn in the finals. But it forces you to play a different game, and that's not the game where I feel like I'm most comfortable. So
Right.
I'd rather not even. It's good for if you're really expecting RGT, sure. But really there was like only one player with RGT, El Mago Room.
Yeah, dude. He's top
yeah.
8, man. That's great.
Top 8, yeah. I'll talk more about him later in the shoutouts.
So, I like the list. I think it looks very clean. You know, I do like, you know, I love like the one-ofs, like the one of, you know, obviously like, I'm a big fan of TT, a big fan of swords, just the simple staple cards, you know, that get you a lot of good utility. The Book of Moon, I know you love it, I love it. You know, shout out to Book of Moon.
Shout out.
I see the one shoot. Were you just not expecting a lot of turbo? Were you expecting a lot more variants, like the one shoot main, one shoot side?
It's something I've been doing this whole year. Sometimes I go 2-shoot depending on who we're facing in War League, but for the most part, I like the 1-shoot, so we're like similar to Edison. I don't like to rely on it, and better players will start to play around it. I do not want to risk it being a dead draw late in the game. I feel like 1-shoot is enough because warriors exist, and then once you confirm that you're playing against Turbo, then you can put the second one in.
Fair enough. I do remember during our time when we did some practice, you totally outplayed me on my shoots. Like I vividly remember there was a couple times where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get this one fucking real good. I got shoot. Let me see him, you know, drop for turn. I'm gonna let him do like an upstart or something. No, you fucking just all your shit. Like it's like, okay, you got me good there, bro. You got me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe Alvarado.
He whipped my ass real good during play testing sessions back in the day. Back in the day, maybe like, you know, I think a year ago. I think this happened like a year ago.
Really showed the world that you don't need shoot to win. You can win without it, even against Turbo. So, but it's still good to have, and they did allow note taking, which was nice. Yeah.
Perfect. So I like the list. Let's talk about how your list went to the tournament. Like, how was your overall experience? Like, do you remember what you played against throughout the rounds?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me open up my notepad. So round 1, I played against the War Leaguer, Majestenuous from Bads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on Goat Warrior Control, which luckily I do have experience because of Guillaume. Shout out to him. I won that one 2-1. I know he spoke like no English. Actually, he was kind of mute. But he understood, just like eye wise, like he understood, like, hey, what's going on, what are we doing? So that was cool. Very nice guy. He was on Warrior Control. I won 2-1. He actually got me one game of Golem Sentry. Just did not expect that, and that's kind of what happens in like these like GGPs where early in the rounds you face against someone and the techs come out. So I did not expect that, but then he decided into the Zombiras so you can swing over it, and eventually Turbo did its thing.
Well,
so I'm 1-0. Round 2, I play against a local friendly hero who reminds me of Carl. Big guy, tattoos, friendly giant. He was on Chaos Turbo. He beat me game 1. I believe he did outdraw me. Game 2, I sacked the shit out of him. It was just nasty. It came down to him having a Sangan and a back row. And I have nothing. I draw for turn. I'm down at 300 life points. I draw for turn BLS. Like, okay, we might get there. I flip my one set jog. And I draw a breaker. I'm like, wow, that's actually insane. So in breaker, it's a torrential. Cool. I draw BLS, I win. But it was just ridiculous stack.
I think the more you play and the more experience you gain and the more time you have in the community, I think the more you're just like, yeah, I sacked. Who cares? I didn't like. And that's something I respect with some of these older players, that they will just be like, yeah, I just sacked. It's just how it is. It is what it is. And that's I think it's a respectable. He didn't like overhype himself as this fucking dude, crazy outplay. He's very honest with what he's saying here.
And then game 3, I just outdrew him. Not really a playable game for him. So I started out 2-0 with a complete sack. But hey, we take those. I mean, that's part of the game.
It's just how the game goes sometimes. You play it long enough.
Yeah, it's
you
like
just realize it's just how it is.
Yeah, it's like ShamWow said. Don't apologize for sack. Because I've definitely been on the other side of it.
Crazy random ShamWow reference, dude. Shout out. Holy shit. Like, RKO shout out to ShamWow. Crazy reference. Oh, what a beast ShamWow is. It's been a minute since I've seen him, though. It's been a minute. I'm not sure if he went on to play Edison or something full time over GOATs. But, yeah, shout out.
Round 3, I play against a friendly guy who doesn't play much. He was on Warriors. That's kind of the theme usually with Warrior players. It's like people who don't really play the format a lot, but it's something for them to just pick up quickly. It was a quick 2-0. He was more of a slammer, and he plays cards just to play cards type of guy.
Yeah.
So it was basically just resource management. Who does that better? And Chaos Turbo, when it does see at least one piece of Trinity and Thunder Dragon, gets there. So I'm 3-0. Round 4, I play against Marvin. Yeah. So he was on Warriors. It was a streamed match. I have a lot of practice with Bobby, so I knew how to play the matchup. I was able to, and then game 2, he drew like no monsters, so it was actually kind of one-sided affair. So I was 4-0 there. Round 5, I play against a modern player who actually got top 4.
Oh, yep.
He was on Chaos Turbo. He kind of reminds me of Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
This was
he's the modern
this
player.
guy's list.
I won 2-0. I just knew the mirror match better than him. He also only made 2 spy. I found that interesting.
Insane. I looked over that list.
He did the DD Warley thing, and he had 2 books. And I was like, okay, so you're definitely playing a more suboptimal list than me.
It looked almost like a 2017 kind of list with like multiple books. Not a heavy reliance on spy. It looked very old school.
Yeah. But hey, got on top 4, so he was doing something right.
No complaints. Yeah.
Yep. So by then I'm 5-0. Round
double Mobius. Yeah, I was looking at the side too. I took note of the Mobius and the Jinzo. I think I mentioned that when we were first looking through these lists. We'll see when the video goes up tomorrow. But yeah, the Jinzo double Mob, dude. Locked and fucking loaded. I still can't think. We're going off the rails a little bit on the interview here. If you're going to play these tributes, man, you gotta bump up that spy to 3. But
on 6, I play against another guy who got top 8. It was the guy who finished 1st overall. He was the cousin of Kith, the guy who eventually won it all.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was a tournament mirror match. He 2-0'd me. I got out Trinity game 1, and
I'm trying to see if I know which one this is here. Let me double check. This one right here. Okay.
I only drew 1 monster game 2. So no, I'm sorry. Well, my mistake. Game 2, I drew all monsters. So I was always like behind. Like I can't really do much.
Pretty standard
I
list.
can't drop a piece of Trinity.
Right.
I almost came back game 1, but it wasn't enough. But it definitely gave me confidence if we do play again. Like I just felt like I knew like I could get him again. And he did say like it's tough to beat someone twice in a row, so he hopes to avoid me. But again, very respectful guy. Yeah. So I'm 5-1. I feel like I'm safe for top 8.
His list for Insidious list
Insidious
list for reference.
I was sitting at table 4, so I actually got paired down against. So I actually managed to avoid El Mago and both of the burn players, and I played against.
Crazy dodge. Crazy dodge, dude. Dodging El Mago and the bird players.
Gravekeepers.
No.
It was a friendly guy, right? It was a friendly guy who doesn't play much due to college, but people fear him for some reason. And he was on Gravekeepers. I won that 2-0. He ran out of resources fast. Game 1, I was just doing good trade-offs. Game 2, I won with a ring that I held from multiple attacks. He tried to like dust my back row. It was a Regeki break. I chained it on his Necro Valley, and he drops VLS. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. And then he goes to attack, and I have the ring, and he's at 29. He's like at 2950, whatever, and I'm at like 30 something. So yeah, me holding that ring on his assailant for like 2 turns actually worked out. It was ridiculous, and we had a nice crowd going, so it was kind of like an anime protagonist moment.
We love that. We love that with the go for.
Yeah. So I finished 6-1. I finished in 3rd place, I believe, after Swifts, and then top 8. I face against a friendly guy, part of Jama team.
Oh yeah, the Jama Quattro. I've heard about these guys.
Yeah. So he was apparently new to a format. He was on Panda Burn.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, it doesn't matter how new you are. You know, if Burn wants to burn, it will.
Yep.
So there's always that caution. I won 2-0. I just knew a matchup.
Again, we talked about these lists last stream. Videos coming up tomorrow. If you want to see us go into these lists a bit more, just letting them just be on a stream for visual representation.
Well enough to know how to make the right plays along the way, what to pop, what to hold, etc. And he kind of he played a really simple game. So that was that. Then top 4, I found out I'm playing against his teammate, Silver Flash, who actually won GGP Greece last year. He was on Catburn. So of course, you know, I'm like, before the match, I'm in my team channel. I'm talking to MMF like, hey, like, how do I play for? What do I do? You know, what list should I look?
Getting live tutoring, live tips and tricks at the GGP.
Out for, but
just the last second prep.
Yeah, he wasn't really replying, and I guess so. I already had like a mindset, like what I should play.
I just imagine Insidious like tagging MF, I need your help against Catbird. Silence, because it's like 3 a.m. or something. It's super fucking early. Oh, poor Insidious, fucking begging for help, but no one's available to take the call. That's when you want more dust shoots. Yeah, no, that's Metcalf. You're speaking facts here. Dust shoot on Cat is fucking hard. It goes fucking hard.
I have a double dust in the side. I have swords. I think one of the guys advised me to like side in Saku's because he seems to be the type of player to just swing into full back row. Sure. I sided out the jogs. I sided out the spies. I did not want to keep them and get stuck with a Jama trio.
Yeah, you don't want to get that locked.
So yeah, top 4. I lost game 1 to a Cyberjar plus Giant Trunade OTK. That was annoying. And it really like took the wind out of my sails. I was like, okay, like here we go. Like, and now I gotta grind out 2 games. I survived game 2 as he barely saw a monster, which is sad on its own. And then game 3, I got rid of his Cyber Jar quickly and beat him down with Sangan until I had him in ring range for a potential draw, which I did have a ring. He didn't top deck a burn trap on his last turn in time, and I won the next turn with a breaker top deck on his low limit area B. I swing the Serpent first to avoid a potential Magic Cylinder, and then when that goes through, I attack with Deco and he reveals Desert Sunlight for nothing. So I got lucky there.
Brutal.
Yeah. And then the finals was against Kif. He was on Chaos Control. We had a nice conversation before the finals. Nice guy. I lost game 1. It was a poor late game play by me by not holding the card destruction. It got to a point, you can see on stream, I'm like counting my deck, and I'm counting his deck. I got so scared that my set Magician of Faith is not going to survive long for me to even try the card destruction play, that I just went for it. But because I went for it, I can't hold the card destruction, or else he'll know what I'm trying to do. What I should have done is I should have just waited a little more, because the next turn I drew Heavy Storm, I believe. And so I could just set additional cards and then sort of change it so now he's behind. I got to a point where I actually did establish momentum, and I was on pace to win, but then I swung into a Spirit Reaper and I had no outs to it with 1 card left in deck, so I lost that one. Game 2 was a quick one. You can watch the stream, there's not much to talk about there. It was just good trade-offs. I bluffed a knock with a Serpent turn 1. And then game 3, he had the Solemn for my shoot, and then he had the game in hand.
Ooh.
So, yeah, so I needed a Trin to stay on pace with him, but I never got it. I think my favorite play of the tournament was in top 4 against Silver Flash. Game 3, he was first with a T set. And I go Thunder Dragon, set the Tsuk, walk the Tsuk, make BLS live, drop BLS, and then banish his monster. And that kind of stuck him because he couldn't really commit any monsters to a board, which gave me enough time to get my resources for his back row. So yeah, no, I lost 2-1 against Kif, and everyone got happy. Everyone was happy, left happy. You know, I'm happy with my invite, and the Greeks are happy that one of their own took the first place. So we're all good there.
Yeah, I think a lot of heads would be hung in shame had Greece not took it home. And the invader coming through.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, super happy you got your invite. You know, whenever I see a OG try to go through, even if your focus this year wasn't on goats, this is what I see every day. I do my streams, by the way. It's just green around me everywhere. It's a little scary at first, but you get used to it. It's surrounded in green entirely. You know, like you're saying with poker.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's always great to see you get your invite and get your dues in. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It only takes one invite. You know, last year I had 6, and I didn't do much with it. But you know, players like Jay Harris or Kid.
He had 6 invites. I didn't even realize how many he had. I must have totally forgot. I mean, Rehab won back to back, right? Last year, and he was on both, and he was on that team, so that gives him 2. All right. Wait, maybe I got that wrong. Maybe we didn't get. I mean, you got 1 for sure. From there, did he play in like GFCs and stuff like that? Was he? He must have been seriously grinding, like super hardcore grinding, right? I think you said that earlier. 6 invites. Crazy.
The other year, like they got top 8 with just 1 invite. So you just need a chance. You need that seat.
Get that foot in the door.
In the big, get the foot in the door. And then just play your best.
So the experience sounded like the variance was a little bit everywhere. It sounded like. Just you played just a little bit of everything. It seemed. Just a
Let
little
me
bit.
check again. So yeah, Goat Warrior Control 1, 2, 3, 4 Chaos, 3 Chaos Turbos, 1 Chaos Control, 2 Warriors, and then 2 Burns and a GK. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good variance.
Yeah, you just barely dodged the gate. You barely dodged the gears.
Yeah.
And then you would have had like the
Yeah,
perfect trifecta of everything going on.
He was terrorizing people all day, for sure.
So after the experience, right? Did you feel like there was anything you wanted to change? Like, as far as what you felt about the deck, right? Where was like this stuff was good, this stuff could use some
Vroom,
workarounds
vroom.
or reconsiderations.
So I'm probably outing myself when I say this, but it's the same list I've been using all year. Between the Patreons, the War Leagues, with some exceptions in some weeks. But I feel like this is the best list. At least to me. It has everything I need between the books, card instructions, nice jog to shoot, split, with torrential because of the Warriors uprise. I just feel like I improved with the side decking. Much of it is the learning from War League. So there's that. I would not change anything. At least not for GGP. For Worlds, that could be a different story.
Fair enough, man. You know, I think Bruce Lee said something like, I do not fear the man that changes his list 2 hours before submission to the PWCQ. I fear the man that has been playing the same deck card for card since the start of the year. So I definitely do appreciate the commitment to sticking with, this is my 55. I feel really good with it. Let's just trying so hard to be funny. I'm trying so hard, dude. I'm trying so hard to get a giggle out of Insidious. Take it as far as I can take it. Let me just refine my ability to play it. It's not the card's fault. It's my fault if I lost, or it's just like the order, the sequence of how the deck goes. That's just how it is,
Yeah,
so
when I entered
appreciated that.
When I was standing, I always compared tournaments to like that one scene in Naruto when they enter the doors for a tuning exam, and it's like you're standing and you're seeing all these badasses, like holy shit, like these are these tough competitors. But this was the first time where I actually was standing in the room and I felt like I had the most experience. I got to a point where I was joking with some of the guys from Nemesis, but there was some truth to it. Like I could show you, I could give you my list right now, and I still feel confident. So I guess
that goes so fucking hard.
Kind of where the ego comes from, but I know how well versed I am with my deck. So
10 years of trying stuff out, eventually you're going to land on something that you're going to like, and stick with,
Right. I mean, I was on a cusp this entire year, just lots of bubbling. It just, eventually hope was that I'd get there. So
perfect, man. That seems to be everything that I personally have for you as far as questions go. Thank you so much for coming to the interview. But before I shut down the recording, is there any final thoughts that you have about your experience with Greece or the GGP with Goats, or is there any shout outs you want to give out? The floor is open for you to kind of speak your mind on whatever you want to talk about.
Sounds good. In terms of Greece, again, don't let me be.
I gotta get better at interviewing people. I gotta get better at interviewing people. I always have something to improve on, and for sure that fucking segue has to get worked on for sure. Holy shit, so booty blasted.
The Party Pooper. It is actually a fantastic place. Your mileage may vary. I would absolutely recommend going to Greece. Definitely go to a Greek GGP. Everyone, again, I can't overstate just how well.
Thank you, Rough Sleeper. I do appreciate that. I'm going to keep getting better. Especially with the output I'm trying to do right now. I can only get better. I feel like if I just keep putting myself in these situations, the best way to learn for me is just put myself there and then just try to work on what I'm doing. Just over time, on the job training. OJT, BLS.
Welcoming. and how much hospitality all the players showed me. I had some great conversations with people from online. I had people who weren't online but knew of me or were just interested in the American. Just coming up to me and just talking to me and such, asking me how Greece is, treating me. So everyone was just such a gem. In terms of shout outs, let me check my notes. Yes, again, kind, hospitable. It felt more like a cookout than a competitive tournament,
Yeah.
But player base is up and coming. I did see some suboptimal play around the tables. Regardless, again, no ego. Everyone was gracious in defeat. In terms of shout outs from the bads, Nessa, it was cool to meet and fun to talk to.
Shout out
can
Nessa,
tell
baby.
This guy has a lot of energy and is
Nessa, quick side note here. Nessa DM'd me this morning about the possibility of talking to some Greece players in the near future. I'm totally down for it. The only issue I have is our time zones are fucking out of whack. Okay, I'm PST, guys. I'm PST, and trying to connect with people in Eastern European time zones with my, working 40 hours a week and also doing, set schedules for what I'm doing for like streaming and stuff like that. It's a little difficult. So I really do want to interview people, especially the international GOAT scene. I'm always down to interview people that are international. GGP Africa, like the people from the GOAT format scene in Africa, for example. I want to go and try to find and hunt down and talk to, because they're doing like their own thing. It's super cool. Of course, this Friday, we're gonna be talking to GOAT Argentina. It's gonna be beautiful. It's just a matter of just scheduling. That's like the hardest part for me. Sitting down and getting a time figured out.
A good captain.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he doesn't want to be a captain anymore. It was very cool to meet Nessa. He definitely speaks English better than he types it.
Based on my experience with Nessa, I always think like this is a guy that cares a lot about especially about his people, and that sometimes it could be to a fault, but I think it's a really good quality to have. He cares a lot about his people, making sure they're taken care of, and that's a very respectable quality.
Absolutely, and he was right there. Like he was not sitting too far behind me the entire tournament, but I think he just lost one bubble, and then he just left.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? We got Kif. He played well, and it was nice to talk to him before the final. Crocodilos. I think I shook hands with him the most out of everybody. He would always come up to me like a very warm smile, and just congratulate me for my success. Very cool dude. Magistenios was nice to play with, and despite the little English, I still felt a good connection there. Punisher is a super nice guy, and you can tell you can tell he's a popular fella there. Zekolis was great to talk to throughout the event, and I loved his energy. I think he was also in the commentary there. He was the one with the shades that you pointed out in your stream. Again, awesome dude. And he probably had the best.
Zackles loved that comment, by the way. Shout out to Zackles, dude. He left the comment on the stream after it was all done. Talking about it. I saw Zogler clipped it too. I think they really liked I think the people there really did like the comment I made about how he's like in the Matrix with that comment.
That's English.
That's great.
I believe he works in the service industry with the ferries, so he needs ferry, not furry. And then from
he's
Nemesis,
working with the furries.
I got Zogler. Zogler was a pleasure to meet. He's very hospitable. He bought me lunch. Just sort of took me under his wing when they were going out to lunch. It was good to meet him after all this time. Big shout out to Kotsos for helping me get around for hoops and the event. I was happy to also get to meet him after all the goats and Edison that we've done together, because he was also part of Team Crebones on the Edison
Oh
League.
yeah, that's right. Shout out Crebones.
Yeah. Tenacio was very helpful and kind. He definitely is a teammate everyone should want to have. Even though we weren't teammates, he was still like giving me advice before matches. Like, I would ask him like, "Hey, what should I expect out of so and so?" And he would like have the intel. So he's kind of like the Greek HMEB. Steve was also a pleasure to meet. I'm very thankful for the souvenir package that he prepared for me. It like contained like beeswax oil, honey, sage, this sort of like dry fig type of thing, and oregano, like all.
That's fucking crazy, by the way. What a cool like assortment of things to get. That is fucking dope, Steve. Shout out. Like that is fucking dope.
Like hand picked, like just what a blessed guy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Geronimo was also great. He's a good basketball player as he is a Go player. He always cracked me up with his support, but also wishing that I don't win the whole. Vivi Rose was also great. He plays basketball like Brooke Lopez to a T, and we had a great on-court chemistry. Valtinos, handsome devil. He's the one with the pants, with the tucked jersey.
Oh yes, dude, I love the fit.
Yeah, he is a
the
much
tuck
better
jersey
than
pick. Let me see if I can find that real quick here. The tuck jersey is fucking impeccable. I'm not sure if I showed that last time. I think I did. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. I like how he mentions it too. Yeah. That's it's so good. Oh, this picture goes so hard. The tucked jersey, dude. It goes crazy. Oh, it's so fucking He's a good looker, man. This guy's a good looker. It's just to untuck the jersey. Untuck the jersey. Like that's the only thing. Untuck the jersey. But dude's got a looker, dude. I like the hair. I like the hair on bro.
His World League performance shows. I think he got 9th place. So he definitely he got the Insidious badge of approval. And then others. Silver Flash was a tough opponent, regardless of the outcome. He was super nice and welcoming. I'll be rooting for future performances. He was, very nice guy. I was very happy to finally meet Maru. Loved catching up with him throughout the rounds, and I'll be rooting for him in the Worlds. Very soft-spoken guy. You can tell he really is personable and is there when talking. Kip's cousin who beat me. Awesome guy and great energy, for sure. Evans, aka the boss of the community, or so it seems. I appreciate his hospitality as well.
Shout out Evans, man. That guy is funny. I love Evans.
The community's in good hands with him. Marvin was cool. He reminded me a lot of Bobby. He had some good poker talks as well. El Mago is a funny guy, always full of positive energy. Kind of remind me like a Pokemon. It has like his catchphrase. He doesn't really speak English, but he always has the room. Like entrusted gears.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's godlike, by the way. Mago is so fucking based, dude. Doesn't know a lick of English, and he's just going vroom vroom, trust the gears, vroom vroom. Fucking godlike, dude. He knows what the people want. How can you hate a man that knows what the people want, dude? Fucking, I love it when a guy is in on the bit, dude. Fuck yes, Mago, dude. That's a guy I want to... Dude, that's a guy I want, dude, in the community. That's the fucking guy. I want a guy that is just like El Mago. Fuck yes. Also, I didn't even... Before this interview, I didn't even know INSIDS was making poker money like that, you know? I didn't know he was doing poker like that. Holy shit.
That was funny. And then I have the host. I don't remember his name, but he was very helpful, and I appreciate him looking out for me before each round, because pairings were not posted anywhere. It was always on like their Discord or group chat. and so he was
Oh.
always like reaching out to me, like showing me like, hey, who do I play, where I'm sitting on stream, etc. So yeah, again, I can't say enough about how awesome Book Greek community is, and I'm thrilled that to be part of their biggest tournament. Like they're only growing. Give them a year, and I feel they could easily compete with like Germany, at least. I don't know about Italy. Italy's just straight up.
Italy's, well, it's hard to compare.
Mm. Don't compare any local scene to Italy, dude. Don't compare any GOAT scene to Italy. That's a huge black pill. Comparing any community to Italy is just a huge black pill. Do not do that.
They've had over 200 players in their last IRL.
Yeah. They were supposed to bring 5 from GCI over to Greece, but apparently they bailed like last minute, so we could have had even more.
Scared. Italy's scared of Greece, dude.
People.
Ooh.
But regardless, we were able to get 2 invites just from the community alone. So, yeah. So again, great experience. I came there for the invite. I left with good friends and the invite. So now it's time to prepare for Worlds.
Perfect, man.
He almost slipped there. He said it's time to prepare for Wordle. Was what he was going to say. You can tell he was very close to hinging on that. It's very close. Like now it's time to prepare for Wordle. He's getting ready for his dailies, dude. But no.
Hey, well, I appreciate you so much for taking the time to sit down with me and talk about your experience at GGP Athens. I really, really was looking forward to this interview, and this has been just a great experience hearing from you, your insight. You're not just with your history, but with the present and the future. I'm super excited to see how you do at Worlds, buddy.
Absolutely, and also go damage step. Iron Tower.
Ah, man, I'll put in some support for DMG. UI's out, so I got to put support in somebody somewhere. So
yeah, we're on a revenge tour against the Bones organization.
Oh, that's a meaty match.
It is. Hopefully, we finish before Worlds.
That's
the next thing.
Yeah.
I gotta think about is what we're gonna do about that, because we definitely promised invites for this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's something that's going to have to be figured out soon. But somebody's going to get invites. I imagine it's just a matter of when that is. I can't imagine it being like, oh, we're just going to toss this away.
Right.
Waste fucking like 4 months of everybody's time. It's like fuck that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for this.
Absolutely.
That's a scary predicament for War League. Didn't even know about that until I didn't even think about that until INSIDS brought up, because I'm not in the War League server anymore. So being told that they're still going is a little concerning. You guys have like literally like 2 weeks to get through your brackets, dude. And also, I think you still have to do the fucking MVP tourney, right? Don't they award an invite through MVP tourney still as well? Still closer comfort, dude. 2 weeks. You have like a little over 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Get your shit together. Lock the fuck in. If you want the invite, I guess. Like, that's kind of weird. But it is what it is. So yeah, shout out to INSIDS, dude. INSIDS, dude. Huge honor to have him for my first interview for this show. A show. I'm hosting a show. I'm the Jimmy Fallon. Not Jimmy Fallon. I'm the Howard Stern of GOAT format. The Howard Stern show. You had the Tooth show. You had the GOAT zone. But no, shout out. Thank you, INSIDS, for the interview. I'm gonna edit that best I can. Cut out some fat. So this was the raw, uncut interview. That's why it was so long. 45 minutes, guys. I'm gonna try to cut it down, condense it. I want to aim for like less than 30 minutes. I think it's totally doable. As far as like because there is some fluff in there, especially the end. We can probably cut out most of the end involving like. That's why I try to cut him off. Was like when we talk about War League stuff, and it's like. We don't really need to talk about the implications of War League right now.
But no, overall great interview. He had his notes, which I really appreciated. Next time I do want to have some more research on the player, and do some lookups. You know, not being like Nardwar, but you know, definitely get some more info. That was my bad. Definitely some rough patches, some learning moments for me as I navigate the world of being a GOAT content influencer. Fucking Jake Paul. Fuck me in the ass. Not sure why Jimmy Fallon is the first name he thought of for a talk show host. He's just been in the news, you know. That's why. Just seeing him in the zeitgeist of the world, you know. Like the Conan O'Brien show, or who else? You have Conan O'Brien, and see, I never watched late night television. I never watched late night television. Never watched like those late night talk shows of sorts. Growing up, I did watch like I did watch the Daily Show. Growing up, that was pretty dope. Space Ghost. Okay, you got me there. Chris Hansen he doesn't have a talk show. You can't make. That's a totally different genre. Bob Barker. I thought Bob Barker did game shows. Gulags. I think you're just naming people. You don't want to be on that talk show. That's correct. You are absolutely correct, Rough Sleeper. You don't want to be on the Chris Hansen show. Absolutely not, dude. That is bad news. Drew Carey, I think he was actually on a talk show. He was on, wasn't he on Whose Line Is It Anyways? That's like a talk show. I loved Whose Line Is It Anyways growing up. That was a great show. I don't know if they do it anymore. I think that show got ran down. What's next, everybody? First of all, before we go further, check out these events, by the way. Also, send me replays. I haven't gotten any replays submissions, which makes me a little sad because I was hoping to like have like a show, you know, like a day stream dedicated to just getting the viewer submission stream replays. It's fine. I'm still going to keep this here for when I do eventually get submissions in. I'll put them up and just go over, have fun. And also, it doesn't have to be yours. Any insider news on 2026 GGPs in the U.S.? When, where? Well, forms have not came up yet. The submission forms for 2026 has not came up yet. The only one that I am aware of that's 100% confirmed is in Genesis, which I'm going to. That's going to be in San Jose, California, February, and that's a combo. That's going to be a wombo combo for you. So, if you don't know what Genesis is, it's a huge fighting game kind of convention, get together. A lot of people could fly in to play fighting games, but they will have side event tables for Yu-Gi-Oh. Day one I think it's going to be the RBET for Edison, and then day 2 is going to be the GGP for GOATs. I'll be there. I won't be casting. I think I inquired to MMF about the potential of casting, but from what it sounds like, from what MMF told me, they said they want to work in-house, which basically means that they're going to get other people on there that isn't me or anybody that we really know. From what it sounds like we don't really know the people that's going to be that's going to be commentating on it. You know, which is fine. I'm not complaining too much. I do want to do a Genesis stream. I'm not sure that's just going to be me on my phone, just, hey, don't look at these guys. What are they doing? You know, or what? You know, maybe like a hotel room stream. You know, just hanging out with some people. You know, I want to get an interview. Really bad. One of my main people I want to interview and have a sit-down talk with, not even just an interview, just a chit-chat with, is MMF. MMF is like way high on the list. I feel like our brain cells would have like a boxing match. And I think MMF's going to be there, so it'll be a great opportunity too. Depending on what they're up to, of course. Coming up from the state, Texas. Yeah, dude, asking enough about modified goat, whatever happened with that. I think M-Goats, from what I saw, so as an outsider, I wasn't really involved with staffing at the time just because of my life specifically was just a little hectic around the time of M-Goats. The thing with M-Goats, from what it looked like, was just, eventually just fizzled out from like a lack of interest. I know that they had Friday tournaments for M-Goats, and they kind of fizzled out. You know, nobody was really showing up to play. Maybe they can revisit in the future, but it did not look like. I think it just looked like not a lot of people were very interested after a while. It is a bummer, but you know the caveat, Rough Sleeper. You know, it's never like it's dead. It was a neat novelty for a moment. I would be, you know, Pui was also very happy with that project. I would be surprised if it was dead. The better word would probably be like it's just put away for a second. Gulaz, I can send you my cube draft matches against AJT Kuro and WGM from several months ago to review. No cube. No cube. No cube. We will not be reviewing Cube gameplay. What was I on about? Yeah, I would say that there's a good chance it's gonna come back next year. Right now, the main goal is just to finish the season, right? Wrap up the season with a bang. I would be surprised if M-Goes doesn't come back 2026 to some degree, you know. I had an idea in my head, you know. This is a shower thought. Something that I wanted to really focus on next season is to recapture a lot of the core audience that kind of went away to other communities involving goats. And one way I had it in my head, I talked to Karim. This was just something that I've been thinking about for a couple days on, like, how can we recapture back you know, some of these people that kind of left the GoFormat.com server and just plays like in these offshoot servers. And something I was thinking about, if there's like a lot of things that have to go right for this stuff to work. I want a huge expansion on 3v3s. A huge expansion on 3v3s to the point that people would be able to play almost like a PWCQ, but for 3v3s, right? So you would have, think of it as like Pokemon, right? You have your singles and your doubles. I want GOAT format to be, you have your standard, you know, 1v1 GOAT format, you know, your PWCQs, your GGPs, your FLCs, stuff like that. But then I also want 3v3s. I want 3v3 PWCQs. I want 3v3 GFCs. I want a whole like expansion on that, leading to, you know, you have Go Format World Championship, and then he has a 3v3 World Championship. I think it'd be obviously, like I said, a lot of things have to fucking go right for that to happen. There has to be, there's a lot of things involving staffing. There's a lot of things involving prizing. That's going to be the biggest issue. How the fuck are we going to prize it? Now we're going to be, if we go on that idea, we'd have to prize 2 different worlds. World Championships, which would upset at least, you know, a good chunk of, you know, a decent chunk of people, if we had to split world's prizing to 2. Obviously there's gonna be some people that are gonna be upset about that, but I think it'd be really cool. I think having, you know, people that would play, and then like for the PWCQs, I was thinking like at least one person on your team has to have a Patreon subscription. At least one person. And you know, if they win the PWCQ, they get a 3v3 invite, and that means, you know, whoever has a 3v3 invite, they don't have to stick to that team exactly, I would imagine in my head, because obviously some people can get sick, they can get, you know, get busy, and that shouldn't eliminate the whole other 2 people. So like, as long as you have a 3v3 invite to Worlds, you guys can forge teams with other people that have the invite. That would be kind of my way of going about that. I think it'd be really cool to have that kind of expansion, give a lot of opportunities for people to collaborate on ideas, spot weaknesses in each other's gameplay in a way that's more personal, very similar to like how War League is a very personal kind of, you know, it's a very personal experience for those teams. I kind of want that for what we're doing in the GoFormat.com Discord. I think it'd be really cool. I think it would definitely invite a lot of people back into the server because there's something really new that you can stick with as a series, in a sense. You know, give it like 2, you know, 3v3 GFCs, a 3v3 PWCQ, kind of companioning the regular PWCQ. I feel like it'd be really cool, but you know, I keep saying this, a lot of things would have to go right. I'd have to look way more into it and talk to a lot more people about it. This is just off the top of my head. I feel like that'd be really cool direction for Go Format, and something that I don't think anybody else is really doing. I don't think anybody else has really thought about that in other formats. Enough of that tangent. Let's take a look at some PWCQ stuff. We're talking about PWCQ. We have PWCQ 79, everybody. This happened September 20th. Okay. Oh, let me change this title here. Ba, ba, ba. I did not, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I did not see very much of this to begin with, but it was recently posted. Center top, there we go. It was recently posted onto the Format Library website, so we can take a look at it. There's gonna be a bigger video. There's gonna be an actual recording video of this for the GoFormat.com channel. But like, holy shit, some of these lists are crazy. Just at a glance, right? Like, look at what fucking won first place, dude. Holy shit. Earth beat, baby. This is just fucking, oh. Look at this fucking list, dude. This is fucking nuts. Yada 88. Deep, deep, deep in his bag, dude. This is insane deep. Look at this, dude. Fucking nutty. I need to see the replays involving this deck. Like, I almost just want to see that, but I do know there's some extra stuff here going on. Insane Brew is correct, Madcap. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I mean, let's take a look at this. 3 Gorilla. Everybody has loved to talk their shit on Gorilla. But boy, oh boy. I love me some Gorilla. Spicy as fuck. Rush recklessly. 2 Mind Cons. Dude. It's crazy out here. The enemy controller comes through. The people are loving the enemy controller. Yada on the Matazes. Never left. I love this Gorillas, dude. These Gorillas are so crazy. Look at this. Triple Decree. A lot of people love to hate for a while on Earth aggro with Decree. Obviously, it's doing just fine. Obviously, it looks just fine. The Rush Recklessly's? Hell fucking yeah. I do like that the Rush Recklessly, it works exactly as it says on the tin. You gain 700, helps your gorillas beat over stuff. Maybe it has to hit one spot. Maybe you have to hit one spot. Boom, boom. Looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Saku. It's it's able to deal extra damage if your opponent's run a little low. Bada bing, bada boom. Looking fresh. United we stand. Out here, baby, we love that United we stand. This is a United we stand household. Okay. Play that United we stand. Make us proud. Okay. Look at that sucker. Everybody loves this card. Everybody loves this card. If you hate this card, I don't know you. If you hate this card, I don't know you. The mage power coming through. The mage power. I'm gonna say this. Is there, in a deck like this, where you're not really setting much, you don't really want to set much, right? Is there an argument that this is the wrong equip spell you could be playing? And the one you could be playing is like Axe of Despair. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just a bold 1,000 gain. No real risk of having to like play into like heavy and stuff. Maybe this is correct. Maybe it is correct. I don't know. Like, that's just off the top of my head, just at a glance, right? Do you just take a bold 1,000 gain? Trunade, I like this. Just a one of Trunade. Just an extra little juicy boost. Just an extra little bouncy bounce. A little clear the back row to seal the deal. I like that. I do like that quite a bit. This looks like a deck Shaggy would really like. And you know me, if Shaggy's happy, I'm happy. Okay? That's how I feel right now. In the side deck we have their Mirror Force and the Torrential. Whoa, wait a second. Yeah, no Mirror Force in the main. Even with the Triple Decree, I feel like you could. You know what I'm saying? Even with main deck Triple Decree, I could see a reason it's not out of the question. Play yourself a Mirror Force. Not out of the question. There's that second Trunade. A little second Trunade for you. The Double Minecon main and one Minecon side, dude. Woo! Still thinking about that. Is this War League Brain Rot coming through? I don't think so. I think this is just if you want to just... This is, in its own way, right? This is Spy Denial. Even if you don't have spies, you just flip it. Boom. It also gets you a Mon for your United We Stand. Gives your, let's say this is you Minecon, you flip, you use United We Stand on your Mataza. That sucker gains another 800. Okay, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You have your triple Wangoos. I like that. Your double Pandas. I like that. You have your one Archer. I like that. I like what I see, dude. Too likey. Oh, God. Jesse, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day or night for you. We just finished watching the Insidious interview. And now we're looking over some PWCQ stuff since it's now on the Format Library website. And I just never had a chance to look at it. That's the Earth Beat. This deck is fucking nuts. Gotta pay respects to the Mataza, dude. He has never given up on this Mataza. Never gave up on Mataza.
Never, ever, ever. Look at the stocks on it. It should be the inverse. Excellent. About to put you on the big screen in the lounge room. Ooh, I'll make sure I look extra right for you, Jesse. I'll make sure I look extra right for you. The stocks should be going up, dude. Get these stocks up. Why was it 237? Whatever. Double brain con. Again, this is just like, you know, juicy boost with United We Stand. Gets you extra damage in. Maybe if it's a Dawn. You know, with the sneak attack, make them discard, you know? I kind of like it. Shout out to Yada. Dude, crazy list, but you gotta love it. Simon. How many players? 49, so there's just one invite. But again, Simon, dude. This guy has been racking up dubs left and right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. PWCQ 72, 76, 79, 77, dude. He's looking good out here. Dude. And it looks like he's been playing the same list for a minute. You know, 77 back in July. Again, playing that Chaos Warrior Turbo. Let's take a look and compare and contrast here. Oh, what am I doing? Ah, excuse me. Compare and contrast here. Yeah, it's literally the exact same list, card for card. Oh, hold on. He's citing a book in the side, actually. He's playing a book over the third Destinato. Small adjustments. Didn't they earn 2 invites in a day this year? Yes, he did. I'm pretty sure he did, yeah. Yep. Because he did GGP and then PWCQ, right? I think that's what happened here. Nuts. Absolutely insane. Like, how do you do that? Like, Simon is just that guy. That guy. And it feels like he kind of showed up out of nowhere. Like, yeah, he just spawned in. He spawned in and just went wild. He came up out of nowhere. I think it was Obelisk, which makes more sense time-wise. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. He just showed up out of nowhere, dude, and just started just winning, dude. He's like, fuck y'all. Fuck everyone. I'm out here, and I'm going to win. And he's been doing it with, in my opinion, you know, in my opinion, not like a super highly represented deck either. Like, Chaos Warrior Turbo is definitely not a popular deck. It had its limelight, right? It you know, very similar to the Thunderclap deck. You know, it had a flash in the pan back in 2023, the Thunderclap, and then it kind of fizzled out over time. You do have some people that still play it. But I think unless you're Oops a Cow, shout out Oops a Cow. You don't really rock it. Nobody really rocks it anymore. Same thing happened with this Chaos Warrior Turbo deck. Pikatron, you know, he came up, he rocked it, won the GFC EU. So a lot of people picked it up after that, and then again, it all kind of fizzled out. Everybody kind of went back to playing their standard Warriors or their Turbos. But Simon's just been sticking to it, and obviously he's getting great results with it. Like, you know, second place, PWCQ 79, won an Obelisk, won the Germany GGP, topped it, I don't remember. Got an invite, won the Obelisk for an invite. Like, he's hitting it hard. I think he also got an invite through the team, the 3v3. 24 teams. Oh yeah. Speaking of Jesse,
Shout out to Jesse, dude. Jesse jump scare with the Flip Warrior deck. This deck is so cool, by the way. I really love Flip Warrior. I don't care if people say it's suboptimal. I don't care. This deck is fucking cool. This isn't full on Flip Warrior though. It's, you know, it's just the spies, but still. Oh, this deck goes and shit back here. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm fucked up. I'm totally wrong. I'm looking at the side deck for a second. Oh yeah, I'm fucked up. Jesse's totally cooking. Shout out to Jesse. Watching the lounge room. But yeah, look at this group. Gulaz, I see Gulaz. I'm distracting myself. I'm getting distracted, dude. Sometimes I just go in these rabbit holes of fucking FLC, of like format library and shit. My bad. Here we go. Back to the PWCQ. Refocusing. There's some players on here I don't really recognize. I don't really recognize some of these players. Transom. Is Transom a person I know? Rockin'. Oh, wait. Why does this list look so familiar? This looks just like the list from that Kif was playing. Oh, no. Never mind. He's only 2 goats, 3 metas? That's kind of a crazy ratio nowadays. I don't think I've ever seen that in like a year. I don't think I've ever seen somebody play this ratio in like a year. No swaps either. 2 goats, 3 metas. It's been a minute since I've seen that. Everything else here looks pretty standard. Chaos control. I mean, it looks clean. Obviously, you did them pretty well. 3rd place. Shout out. Congrats. Not a whole lot else to really talk about. You know, double solemn main, 0 shoot main. You side him. Okay. That's fair. It's just the ratio. This ratio is so crazy. No swap inside. No 3rd goats inside. He just felt like this motherfucker must have felt real good about his matchup for Mirror. Look at this. What does he have? He has he has a 2nd Raigeki break. MST side. Hold on a second, dude. Is this a new thing? Have I been gone for that long? People are doing this again. They're taking out their MSTs. I know that was a thing like 2 years ago. That was a thing people were talking about doing 2 years ago. Take it out the MST. Are people really doing this? Why in the control deck are we doing this? I feel like you can do this. You can get away with doing this in like a turbo deck, right? But not the control deck, surely. Because turbo, you can kind of just get away with doing whatever, you know. You have like your Raigeki breaks and everything like that. You have multiple Raigeki breaks to kind of get stuff going. But here, I feel a little naked without it. Does anybody else feel a little bit naked looking at the main deck, realizing there's no MST? Any insecurities coming out when you see that? My insecurities are popping out of my skull right now. My insecurities are popping out of my skull looking at that. Yo, I'm seeing a Biz Soldier. I'm seeing a chicken. It's fucking Go Control in 4th place. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, dude. Yo, the more I look at this list, yo. Okay. Off the top, off the rip, dude. One Abyss. Love it. Where's your tomatoes? No tomatoes. Fuck. We do have Apprentice Magician, though. Apprentice Magician coming out, dude. That is fucking crazy. No Vindictive. We're just doing the Apprentice for the Moth. Fair. I mean, I don't know if I like it. I mean, it's a level 2. It's horrible with swap. Isn't this card fucking horrible with swap? You don't get any. Your opponent gets to get the, because I'm pretty sure this card is horrible with swap, isn't it? If I remember correctly, if this card is ruled how I think it's ruled, nobody gets the effect to summon. I think. I don't think this is time seal and the side. I was going to get to that too. There's a lot of moving parts here in this list, Madcap. A lot of moving parts. We're still on the first line. We're still on the first 10. Magical Merchant, old school. Not a lot of people are playing the merch no more in Go Control. Not a lot of people. They'd rather play the third Moth. I think that's fair. I think one merchant, diversify what gets knocked. Okay, I see you. Double Moth, okay. Morphing Jar, yes, dude. Apparently, the last time I looked at the Go Control list was GGP Argent, was GGP Buenos Aires. Apparently, the guy that was in that video doing his Go Control profile was Zyno Man. Didn't realize it. And my biggest, I think, one of my, constructive critiques was get the Morphing Jar out of the side and put it in the main deck, dude. This card is such a fucking menace. Especially in Go Control, because you can totally cuck your opponent. You can totally cuck the opponent and just let this motherfucker rip. And you can obviously based on circumstances, you can totally destroy your opponent. This opens up a lot of win cons. Never thought possible. It works well with swap. It's incredible with swap, this Morphing Jar. It's absurd. If you're siding the jar, get that motherfucker in the main. If you have it in your 55, just bump it up, dude. No reason not to. It's such a good fucking card. It's only at 1. It's just 1 slot. It's only at 1 slot. Put them in, dude. I don't care what control deck you're playing. Put them in. You can even play them in Chaos Control for all I care. Next set is fucking Chicken. Oh yeah, I should have also mentioned the Hand of Chicken up there as well. Even in the song it said chicken. Hold on a second. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys fucking hear that? It's just said chicken. As I brought up chicken. What is the fucking coincidence? Oh, it may have been too quiet for you guys to hear. It said fucking chicken in the track. Holy shit. Yeah, chicken. I don't think I've ever played it. I mean, it got this guy 4th place. Congrats to him. But holy shit, the chicken. I think chicken died out. The second turbo got good, right? I think that was like the main thing. The second people cracked the code on turbo is pretty fucking great. During COVID, I think there was a lot less chickens. A lot less chickens afoot. But no, even against turbo, chicken can get real sticky. I'm never going to deny chicken can't get sticky, especially against other control decks. Chicken can get real sticky against some control decks, okay? But you just don't see it because just turbo is just dominating the field, right? And they can just you'd have to play as encounter to like a Sork summon, I imagine, and that's kind of hard to coordinate because you have to get the hand out first as well. I think that's like the main issue people have. And also, if Wind Blast ever picks up in Zeitgeist again, I don't think it ever will, but I know some people are like doing the hybrid stuff. They're doing like 1 RB, 1 Wind Blast, all that kind of stuff. The Wind Blast totally fucking cucks chicken. Total cuckery. I've seen it happen. And I know it's like it totally just ruins people's days.
when their poor chicken gets wind blasted. That's the Phoenix Wing wind blast. Why does the Phoenix Wing wind blast completely counter the Phoenix? What the fuck was Konami doing there? You guys ever think about that? Totally fucking cucks his own lore. What the fuck, Konami? Anyways. We have one swap. We're doing 1, 2, 3, dude. I love it. 1 to the 2 to the 3 and to the 4. Big chicken is knocking at your door. I like it. I like it. Double jog. Okay. I think 1, 2, 3 is a safe ratio. I mean, you could bump it up like max, max on your swaps. It's not necessary though. Siding in your swap I think is totally fine. Especially like burn. I think you can get away with it in like certain matchups like burn. I think you can do warrior. Especially with 3 goats. Yeah, doing against warrior seems pretty nice. Yeah, sure. Sure. Double jog, like I said. Double shoot. Double, like I think I talked about this the other day. Shoot's a little fickle. Shoot can be a little fickle in control because, like I brought it up the first time around looking at go control stuff. The deck is inherently pretty reactive. Obviously, do have some pressure points here. Abyss Soldier can be pretty proactive. Sangan's proactive. Spy is proactive. Merchant's proactive. Chicken can be proactive, but a lot of time you're waiting for your opponent to do something, and then you're trying to punishing them. That shit gets you good info for control. Obviously, like you're gonna be able to play control pretty well once you get the info what you're the 6 cards in your opponent's hand. But you need them to set something. You need them to make a play. You can't scare them away from doing a play, or else you're not going to be able to play the game yourself. That's how I see it. Here we go. Starting with the side deck here. First of all, Madcap brought this up earlier. The time seal. Holy shit! Do we have a replay where that time seal comes out? I need to know when you ever bring that in. When do you bring that in? What deck are you thinking? Oh, dude, the double time seal's gotta come in. What is it? Combo? Turbo? What? What are we doing the time seals for? It is bizarre. What a bizarre pick. Like, what cards and what decks would get super punished by side time seal? I feel like every deck kind of hits the same on it, right? Just a little bit. Look at the prints on this shit. Look at the prints on this. 2 prints? Sheesh. Now I'm gonna give this a reprint, please. It feels like something you main or not play. I agree, Madcap. I agree. This is something you build your deck around. Like what Ghost Rider did with Time Shield Turbo, and Easy to Slay you did with Gumo Sumo. Those decks specifically had that idea in mind of I'm going to punish you a lot with drop-offs and time seals. And you kind of build your deck around that strategy in mind. There's nothing you really cited in. That's so bizarre to me. I need to know when that ever comes in. Everything else seems kind of normal here. Card destruction's a little strange. I would say it's pretty strange. Siding card destruction. Is that also against combo? Is that like a combo deterrent card? I mean, you don't really want to be card destructioned as the control player. Usually speaking, you don't want to card to yourself.
Maybe Alan Contreras says maybe he takes out Jars versus Turbo and puts 2 time seals to play around dust shoots. Maybe. That's a good theory. I wish I had more intel on the 5th Amendment. I really want to. I'm sure he's answered it at some point. Oh, wait a second. That's Little Mist? Oh, I know Little Mist. Little Mist in Birdcage. I didn't realize this was Little Mist. The 5th Amendment? I could ask him. If he hasn't already answered the question a bunch. Yeah, he plays mostly Edison and yeah, Fire. Look at all the stuff he plays. He plays a bunch of different stuff. Well, shout out. I didn't realize that. This deck is super crazy. Super fucking nuts. I need to ask him some questions. I haven't interacted with him too much, but he seems like a nice guy. Everything else just seems pretty standard. It's just this time seal stuff and the chickens. I do love the inclusion of the morphing jar. More people need to find decks that can main deck the morphing jar and get to cooking, dude. Get to fucking cooking. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. What else do we have here? Karina. Shout out. You know Karina. You know Karina, baby. My biggest hater, Karina, playing Turbo. When will she learn? You see a Tomato Monarch deck? Oh, we're going to get to that. I know. I see it as well. We're going to get to it. Oh, it's so juicy, dude. Oh my god, it looks so juicy. Look at my lips at that list. Oh my god. Karina. Yeah, not top, but it's there. I see that too. We'll get to that. Playing Turbo. This is pretty plain Jane. Plain Jane Turbo. 2 shoots. Playing a card destruction. Playing double Zom. 2 goats, 2 metas. Okay, Karina. 2022 call. They want their 2 goats, 2 meta signs back. How about that? So fucking dumb. Karina, 2023 call. They want their 2 goats, 2 metas back. Okay. Everybody is not. Nobody's doing 2 goats, 2 metas anymore. What are you doing? This deck is pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dry. Here, nothing else to really mention. I mean, card destruction is here to stay. I think card destruction is just here to stay. I think everybody's going to be rocking this till the day the deck dies. At this point, people are falling in love with it. It got Ivan's CO approval like 8 months ago, and after he got the green light of approval, after he gave the green light, people have been just rocking this sucker. The TT is nice. when your big tech is the 1 TT, fuck this deck. When your big tech is TT main, fuck this deck. Now I know why Jay-Z is just like, man, fuck Turbo, dude. This is your big tech right here. This is your big tech card. Torrential Tribute. Shout out to Karina. Obviously, Karina is like one of my best friends. So I do say this from a place of love and friendship. Karem. It's Karem. Speaking of friends, it's Karem. Karem. Let's see what you played, Karem. It's Turbo. Chaos Turbo time. It's Turbo time. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Turbo time. What's that movie called? What was it? Was it Jingle All the Way? Is that the name of the movie? Jingle All the Way? Had the Turbo Man dolls. He's playing turbo. He's all in on the draws. You got 3 decos. You know, choo choo, choo choo. Never seen Jingle All the Way? Madcat, we gotta get you on some bangers, some banger Christmas movies, Madcat. We gotta get you on some bangers. I love Jingle All the Way. Last time I saw it, I don't remember. It took me a minute to remember the name of it, but I do remember it being a banger movie. That was back when, you know, Prime Arnold acting. 3 deco. Choo choo. 3 Thunder Dragons. Haven't seen that before. It's pretty crazy. What the fuck? Are you serious? 3 fucking TDs? If you fucking say so, man. Jesus Christ. You have card instruction here. Yep. 3 jog. He's not jogging. He's sprinting. He's sprinting down with 3 jog. 3 Regeki breaks. I like the Regeki breaks. I'm not gonna lie. I like me 3 Regeki breaks. Gives you a lot of. It's very It's very dynamic. It's similar to book where you can. It's very multi-purpose. With this list specifically, you have a higher chance of popping off with your recycles. You know, your Night Assailants. Getting you back a deco. Metcalf's sleeping. I know. I'm trying hard, dude. I'm trying my best to make this fucking awesome. Okay? Trying my best, dude. Like and subscribe if you like Chaos Turbo, or if you like sleeping. It's like fucking, you guys can boo me. You guys have the right to boo me after that one. Fucking throwing tomatoes at me. It's okay. Side deck. Triple Solemns. Kinetic. Zambyrus. All in! Nope, but he's like, fuck goats, dude. Goats and metas, dude. Shit is so lame. He's like, yo, that shit is for nerds. Fucking 4 Eyes Poindexters doing your control sides. No, we're playing big guys with big thighs. And we're playing Solemns. Okay. Fuck the world. Goat Trinity. 41 card warrior. Still hasn't figured out what to take out. Is this Thunderclap? I mean, it's kind of. Is this Thunderclap? Just called warrior. Jeez, when you see the 41 card, it makes the list look so fucking ugly. I'm sure he gets that every day. I'm sure he gets that every time he plays it. Like, this looks so fucking hideous. All this blank space. You ruined the Kino of the deck list, dude. You ruined the Kino. The Kino is gone. Let's see here. Yep, you got your nice little warrior package, a cutie patootie warrior package. You got double spy. Okay, you got Reaper. There you go. I like it. Could this be a 3rd spy? I don't know. It's probably better this way, to be honest. I just like having a Reaper, especially like with the warrior stuff. You get the swing, you know? Because the Dawn and the Reaper, with their powers combined, you know, this could be some serious damage. I like the Zaborgiums, of course. Thunderclap can't go without a Zaborgium. And then after that, it looks like standard warrior can't find a can't get rid of the Zaborg. So you gotta play 41. Pretty crazy. 14 card extra deck. What the fuck? 41 card main. You know, he had to take out a card from here. Really, that's what we're doing? Taking out a card from your extra deck, your fusion deck, buddy. What a random assortment of them too. This looks a little random. I hate having it set up like this. Like, this is how I usually set up my fusion decks down here. It's just like one of all the goodies, just in case. I hate having it like this. It ruins my OCD. Ruins my OCD. This is an OCD killer. In the side, we're going big on control, dude. Big on control. You have your Asura Priest, your Tsukiyomi, double book. Sheesh. And double Wangu. Like, we're bringing out a whole army. We're bringing out a small army of spirits and beasts and books to take on control. Like, that's a lot of damage. I guess also Wangu's also, it works, like, it has other utilities as well. Same with Tsukiyomi. Here comes a big mob. It looks like we're kind of minimal on, like, a turbo side. I guess you're just relying, like, yeah, my main deck's just going to win me that matchup. Which is fair. I would say that's fair. And then if you get info like, oh shit, my opponent's citing chaos control shit. You bring in your control stuff? Sure. What's up, Xander? How's it going, buddy? I hope you're doing well. It's only 9:36 for us, buddy. The rest of the world's getting a little sleepy, you know what I'm saying? I showed off the Insidious interview, the raw, uncut, uncensored, full power. And now we're just going over some PWCQ stuff here. Hitting the ZZZ. Yup. Hope you're doing well, buddy. That was Goat Trinity. Here comes Grumple. Playing Chaos Turbo. Nice, I'm locked in for Sunday. Hey. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Can't wait to battle. I'll be commentating you. Don't you worry. I'll be there for you, Xander. I'm going to be supporting and rooting for you. Shout out to Xander. My good friend. Makes great food. Great food, great player. A believer in the whale. A fellow whale believer. Let's see here. So here's some more turbo. Played by Grumple. So it's got that traditional German ingenuity at foot here. Let's see if Grumple is able to recreate the wheel with his infinite German knowledge at foot here. It looks like the exact same, except you play a book. This is almost just like Insidious list, except you're playing a third deco. Sure. Whale. At some point, I do want to do the Tomovis series. It seemed like on the poll, people were really into that idea of doing a Tomovis. I think One Book of Moon is so crazy, versatile and turbo. You are correct. I would agree. I also think, that or like the third Raigeki Break, they fulfill kind of similar purposes. Obviously, with Raigeki Break, you do have to pitch a cost. Book of Moon doesn't have a cost. It's trapped, so it's a little slower. But you do get a lot of cool stuff out of like a third Raigeki Break. Aside from that, this looks pretty plain Jane. He does play a Blade Knight. Okay, it's a random ass Blade Knight. Not gonna lie, so fond of one dust shoot for larger events. Yeah. Insidious brought that up to me. We talked about that. We talked about that briefly in the Insidious interview because he also was playing one shoot. It makes sense to me. You're not always, especially when it comes to these PWCQs and like GGPs, you're not always going to slam on turbo. It's not guaranteed. Maybe half, maybe 60%, you can say, unless you have a cursed bracket, then it's like none or all, depending on what you would consider cursed. But yeah, absolutely. One shoot, I think, is totally fine. Blade Knight. Random ass Blade Knight. just coming through. Gets you a light warrior. The warrior part doesn't matter because we're not even playing Rhoda. Yeah, rest of it seems totally fine to me. Congrats, Grumple. Congrats, Grumple. You really innovated here. You really did your thing with your traditional German mechanical prowess. You know, this is why Germany's like one of the largest car manufacturers in the world, because of people like Grumple out here recreating, creating greatness. Here comes AJT coming through. Coming through. I love AJT, man. Everybody's on 3 deco. Everybody loves 3 deco, apparently. This is the third list in the row of 3 deco. People are loving the 3 deco out here. People are loving it. Lets you draw a card, it has 1400 attack. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm happy to see him back on Wind Blast. Oh, it's so Kino. Choo choo. It's so Kino seeing AJT rock Wind Blast. Like, this is such a... When I think of Wind Blast, I think of, like, AJT. For sure. Super Kino. This is his traditional trap lineup for the most part. The 3 shoot as well. Yeah, this is exactly how I remember his trap lineups being back in the day before he picked up, like, on I forget what they even call it now, like the Bash Turbo revisions. I forgot what it's called. Mythical. Yeah, before AJT adapted the Mythical. This is like he would play like the same like 9 traps, and it was something like this, kind of, or like same like 8 traps. Yeah, it was like triple shoot, double Wind Blast, ring, mirror force, and then like I think it was 2 jog, but it seemed like he put it down to 1. I'm assuming for his Minecon. But yeah, I remember those days, man. Bring it back. Bringing it back. Love it. I know he's also been playing a lot of Chaos Control, so he's probably picked up on the sideboard. 3 Goat, 2 Meta, 3 Saku. Just saying, I want to win my warrior matchup by any means necessary. One of these days, I want one of these hero players to just say, fuck it, I can beat warrior without siding, and just not have any sideboard prep for warrior. And just have it all focused on mirror match. Might be cool. Might be cool. Oh, after this, man, I need to get an Advil or something. My allergies are killing me. Such is life. Really cool list, AJT. Definitely one of the cooler turbo lists here. What would you decide specifically for the turbo matchup outside of Minecon? Well, it depends. If it was a list like what AJT had, I guess. I mean, obviously you would do your Minecons. You'd max on your Minecons, max on your shoots. That's when you can start to get a little bit crazy. Like, you can do like a small warrior engine of like level 2s and exiled. You can do Call the Haunted with it. You can, because that gets you back your level 2 and your exiled, of course, your Prima, that kind of stuff, perhaps. Yeah, Kaiku's. Call the Haunted works very well with Kaiku because you can, do like standby phase, bring it back, and you kind of cuck your opponent a little bit there. I guess that would be how you would probably do it if you didn't have to worry about, you were just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna side for warrior. That's something you can do, perhaps. Not saying it's like really strong, but it's definitely something you can do. Something that somebody could do. Oh, here we go, baby. This is what I want to see, baby. Oh, give it to me. Oh, yeah, baby. Tomo fucking Biss. Oh, yeah. Give me that. Give me that, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh my fucking god, dude. It's fucking Tomo Bis in the fucking building, dude. German DLS showing us how it's done out here, dude. I love it. I love this list. Look at it. It's so clean. Like, he just maxed out on everything. DM me this list immediately. I'll get to you. Dude, I just love that he's just like, fuck it, I'm just going to max on everything I have, dude. Everything is maxed. Except for like a few cards here and there. Like, look at that, dude. 2 Whale, 3 Spy, 3 Kaiku, 3 Borg, triple Gorilla. Yes, dude. For Warrior. Double Asura. Like, everything's like almost maxed. Dude, this list is so fucking Kino. This is a fucking based fucking list, dude. This guy is like in the year 2030 teaching us how to play. He's trying to teach us how to play in the year 2030. And we're just in 2025, dude. No TT or Mirror Force. I noticed that too. A lot of the people that are rocking the 3 Decrees are not rocking the TT or Mirror Force. I noticed that as well. They're just saying, fuck it, dude. I got books. I got book. Why should I care? Why should I care? I have book. Dude, it's so fucking cool, dude. Look at this, dude. Triple book, double smashing. I think if for peak Kino, the one thing, consider the My Body. Consider the My Body as a shield. That's like the ultimate Kino card. It feels so fucking good when you play from the hand. It's like one of the best cards. One of the best feelings is playing the My Body from your hand and negating stuff. Oh, so fucking good. So good. Let's see here. I'm not gonna spend too much more time here. Is there any other very interesting decks? Of course, there's Mad Cat, there's HMVB. We can look at both these lists. What else is there? There's Coach J, but then we're kind of going a little bit further down here. 17th place. Let's take a look at HMVB. And let's take a look at Madcap. Because I know Madcap's here. I wanna look at the list of Madcap. Madcap, you know I love. You want to see Coach J's list? I'll put up Coach J's list. You know I love Madcap. Madcap is such a great builder. Regular on the stream as well in the chat. Shout out and much love to Madcap. Here is Drain Beat by the powers of Coach J. I was trying a bunch of stuff just for the sake of testing. My genuine list is stronger. I don't doubt it, Madcap. Coach J is a psycho. Sander. Double compulse. Look at this lineup, dude. In a good way, yep. Coach J, man, I love Coach J. He is fucking, what a cool dude. It's unfortunate he didn't get his invite this year, dude. I was happy that he got his invite last year, though. This guy deserves. This list slugs. This is a list where it's like, I'm just gonna go blow for blow of everybody I see, dude. Fuck, I'm gonna go blow for blow. I really. You know, so one of my weak spots, what I need to do Sunday to get an invite? Win. Yes, you need to win it all. 1 invite for every 32. So it'd be 2 invites at 64. You have to win it all. Because I know that there's like, I know you could also get an invite through the rankings, the PWCQ rankings, but I don't think you played enough of the PWCQs to do that, to like be considered for the invite there. I had to take a look at the intricacies of that, because I'm not too familiar with how that part works. Yeah, I feel like you would have to have grinded like every PWCQ and have done reasonably well to get the invite to do that. So you have to win it. You have to win it or get second if there's more than 64. I'm so bummed myself grinding Academy. It was like wasted time. Well, Academy's done.
Academy's done for the season. Don't be bummed. Don't be bummed. It's gonna come back next season. It's gonna come back stronger than ever. Next season is gonna be great, dude. Next season is gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great year. 2026 is just gonna be a great year if you like Go format. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm super excited. I'm super motivated this time around. For a couple of years, I just wasn't very motivated. 2024, 2025, I just wasn't very motivated. Tell me about what's on the horizon. I'm going to be way more involved. I'm going to be way more involved with GoFormat.com. I slipped up, you know, hit a really rough spot in my life, you know, past year and a half or so. But I feel really confident coming back. I feel really energized. I feel really ready. I have a bunch of ideas. Like just earlier, I was talking about the big idea I had for like expanding on 3v3s. I'm going to be doing a lot of content as much as I can, as much as I possibly can push out. I'm going to do as much content as I can for not just this channel, but also for GoFormat.com. I'm super energized. I'm super buzzed about it. I love the 3v3s. Yes, me too. That's why I want to really see it get pushed up. I really want to see it get pushed up and promoted a bit more and get more 3v3s going. Yes. I think a lot of people really like 3v3s. A lot of people really like 3v3s. And I want to explore that potential more than just one 3v3 GFC a year. Says it before, I'll say this again. I would love to help you in any way. I appreciate Xander. You're more than welcome to come on whenever, dude. I love having you around. You're a great company. Let's take a look at Madcap. He said this was an experimental list of sorts, just to try a bunch of things out here. Ooh. I'm not sure if this is new. I'm not sure if this is new. I know that you're big on Protector, or that we're at one point. I'm not sure if you're coming back around on it. I love the Protector. It's just so fucking. It's just so Kino. It's that one for a reason. It has to be good. Love it. It's so Kino. It is genuinely just such a cool card. Design is cool. The effect is really unique. I'll hop in anytime. Hell yeah, Xander. My body isn't new. It's great though. See, this is why I'm glad you're here, Madcap. You're able to inform me. You know, the dumb oaf coming through, like stomping on lists, just like looking at it like, oh, oh, let me see here. This is why I need people like Madcap in my life to keep me checked and informed, educated. Classically dope artwork. Yeah, I agree. My body's a new, but still fucking great. Yeah. I love my body, just in general. Protector is so good. Love opening Lab and that versus Turbo. Oh, fucking talk about a leg lock. Protector plus Lab. What a leg lock. Holy shit. Tell me about this morphing jar number 2. Is this new? Is this what you're testing out? You know, testing the waters with? God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to put sniffles on in the mic. Ugh. Sword and Shield, baby. Oh, this is fucking so dope. I know you played this before. Last time I saw you use it was with the Spies. That's jank, but funny versus Reasoning Gate. Oh, this card is so fucking crazy. It's so funny. This card is so fucking funny. I know you. Yeah, like I was saying, I know that you used to have this with Spies. Shield and Sword will never leave the deck. Yeah, because it makes your Big Shield Guardian is fucking 2600. And it also gives your like it doesn't really affect your Lily. Your Lily's still gonna be 3400. Your Panda gets a juicy boost. It gets plus 800. You know, we're just going by the stats of things. You know, Cypher Soldier's still gonna kill pretty much everything. You know, gets a little juicy boost here. You know, 1800 attack can crash with like a Kaiku if you need it in a pinch. But yeah, like I said, it's a juicy boost. Panda into trios 1800 more. That's the most common situation. Oh shit. Dude, so fucking. This is so Kino. I always kick myself for not being a burn player more often. I think of it as many chain energy procs, but all at once with one card. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is so true. Yeah, because you get the Pierce on the trios and everything as well. Oh, yeah. A part of me really kicks myself for not being a burn player when I had good opportunities to become a good burn player and really sit down and play the deck. Because there was a lot of times I was like, I'm going to lock in with burn. I'm going to try to learn burn. I think there's a lot of potential with burn. But I get cold feet. Everybody tells me it's a bad idea, and I just don't do it. I fall into peer pressure like a fucking idiot. Like a fucking NPC. Don't break the matrix, dude. Don't break the matrix. Don't play burn. Take the blue pill. Play fucking Chaos Turbo. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take the blue pill. Oh, it's so shiny. But all things come to, all things work out. Now my brain just thinks about Tome Abyss, even when I haven't really played in like 2 months. I really haven't played in like 2 months. That's how crazy it is. I don't. When was the last time I booted up a game here? Let me see. Connecting. Dual records. Bro. Oh no, 2 weeks ago I played. No, I played. Okay. Yeah, 3 months ago, huge break. Then I played 2 games with DeKirky. Crazy. 3 months ago, dude. I really should play more often. But with what I'm doing now, it's like you don't really have time to play. You don't really have time to play because all you're doing is just doing stuff. You're working or you're doing content or doing the streams. When am I going to be able to sit down and play? Doesn't matter to me though. I don't really have I don't have nearly as much fun playing decks with BLS or that are incentivized to play Dust Shoot. Fair, yeah. I totally get that. I totally get that. Also, it's not like I don't find it really a bad thing to not play. I much prefer doing videos and streaming and all that stuff and putting on a good show. It took me a while for me to realize that. But I'm looking to have a good time and just talk my shit and make people fucking laugh or fucking hate me. Fucking, there's gonna be some. I think every stream, I always think about the fact that there's gotta be at least one person watching. It doesn't even matter if it's 2 people watching. One of them is a fucking hater, and that's fine. I think that's great. One of them's gotta be a hater sitting in silence, like, one of these days, this motherfucker's gonna slip, and I'm gonna fucking destroy him. I'm gonna get his ass banned from everything. He's gonna slip up, and the second he does, I'm gonna be there. I will be there. Never catch yourself slipping. Fresh RL is playing Reason Gate with fucking Dark Magician. What the fuck is this? Holy shit, dude. What does this card do? Oh, it gets a DMOC. That's so funny. Is there a replay of this? I would like to see this actually pop off. We do have all the replays, so we'll watch one of these replays, and then I'm probably going to head to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock here. We're in a little long on the Wednesday streams. Usually Monday and Wednesdays, I try to hold to about 2.5 hours, maybe a little less, just because I gotta go to sleep. Fridays are always going to be the long streams. If you're looking for a long stream, it's always going to be Fridays. Just because that's the go from at Fridays, and then we also have an interview going on. Hit that honk shoe. No, dude, we got to see it. We have to see what's going on here. Okay. Get in that pot. OSV, what a great player. I agree. OSV's good. He's German. Got that pot of greed coming out the top rope. Here we go, baby. Scapegoat. Dimfuse. Card destruction. You set the reckless. You set the goats and pass. OSV playing that plain Jane. Playing the deck we all know and love. Playing that deck that gets the people going. Gets that turbo. Yes, Fresh IRL is playing D-Mock RGT. Or Dark Magician RGT. OSV, flipping up the spy. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Slam him for the spy. Out comes the scapegoats. Okay. I'll hit one, sure. Set the deco. Oh. Out of the playbook, out comes this Monster Gate. Just for you. Just for you. Here's a Monster Gate. Somebody fizzled this on top of Fresh IRL's deck right when he needed it most. Here comes a crane for your ass, baby. It's the okay. There's a reckless. Boom, 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 boom. Give me 2 draws. We're going to set a dim fuse. We're going to set ourselves another dim fuse. Just so we can card D. Goodbye. Boom, boom, boom. Holy shit, he has Suprema. He's really about to do this. He's really about to fucking true nade this shit back too. Oh my fucking god, are you fucking kidding me? He's actually about to pull off the combo. Watch this. We're about to Prima. Big mistake not doing the true nade. This is so fucking bullshit risky. About to pop off this madcap. I see it. I see it. Dude. This is so fucking risky. He did just target D-Mock, right? And Dark Magician, right? Yep, he just pointed Dark Magician. Dude, what is your set? Ring. Oh, it's fake. Okay. Dude, we're about to really do this. I would shit myself. If I was OSV. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that worked. That actually fucking worked. He totally just went insane right here. Well, no, he still loses. This train just basically become useless, right? Because he doesn't actually get this Primo back. Holy fuck! Unbelievable. Unbelievable that he actually fucking did this, dude. Fresh IRL literally entered just to do that. He literally signed up just to do that. In round 1, it looks like. Are you fucking serious? Oh my fucking god. Gets back pot. He gets reasoning. Call 4. Oh fuck. Calls 4. Fuck the poor. Dude, you don't want to see that. Gets you another Dark Magician. Get yourself a Gatling. You don't win. We can't win here, right? Well, I guess you can't. You have 3 dim fuse, but shit. Oh, hit a token, hit the set. Dim fuse. There's dim fuse 1 coming back at you. There's metamorphosis. Oh, maybe we do have lethal. They will. Yep. I forgot to. Dude. They will. You're totally right, dude. It's so it happens, man. It's 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. here, man. I'm fucking zombied. I'm a little zombied out. Dude, that was fucking just nasty. That is so fucking nasty. Are you fucking serious? Does he get it again? Hold the fucking phone. You can't be serious. You actually can't be fucking serious. Are you fucking kidding me? He sides into Machine Gate? He even has the Mago special. I'm fucking flabbergasted. I am fucking flabbergasted. Are you for fucking real? You can't be serious. This work? He's actually about to do this? OSV's turning a duo. Oh my god. The jig is up. OSV might actually have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. He might have actually just no idea what the fuck just happened. Never punished. Never fucking punished. Said everything. Oh yeah, because you don't want to get duoed. Yeah. You don't want to get reduoed. Scorpion. Not Scorpion. Scapegoat. I read what Madcap said again. Yeah, I said it out loud. Pop 2. Sets a Nia Assailant, sets a snatch. Just trying to get something to float here. But dude, we are totally about to go off the rails here. Here comes a machine gate for your fucking ass. Oh my god, there's the playbook. Playbook. What is happening? Thinking on position. Why are you waiting? Come on, OSV. OSV is pissed. OSV is fucking pissed. It's like a 15-second interaction. Why are you waiting? Come on now. Comes Gatling. Oh my fucking god. Little thing called thinking. Double heads. Snatch. Oh my guys, this is lethal. This is fucking lethal. Oh fuck. Nice work. What does G mean? Good. What does G mean? OSV. Oh. Well. He could have even done a little bit more extra damage, right? He could have done meta on the spy to summon out your dragon guy. That's 1500. And a little extra 300 damage, dude. Fuck, you never know you're going to need it. This is fucking... The fact that he got not only the fucking Dark Magician D-Mock Wombo combo, game 1, proceeds to then pop off, go crazy with Machine Gate. Oh my fucking god. I wish I had more energy. I wish I had more energy in me. I would be going crazy, busting out the sound effects. Dude, I totally forgot I even had my soundboard right here. Deeply sorry about that, everybody. That's my bad. This is one of those nights, you know. God damn. I should revisit this replay. And look at it again. Another day, another dollar. I think I'm going to have to call it, though. I'm getting totally drained out here. Real quick before I leave, though, check out these events, and if you can, go play. Okay? Have fun. And let's finish the season off strong, dude. Thank you all for coming out and watching me, by the way. I know it was a little scuffed after a while. I get it. It was a little scuffed after the interview. You know, we're going to have those streams. It's going to happen. Let's just make the most of it. Have a great time. And, again, thank you all for coming out and watching, okay? It's been a blast hanging out with y'all. 85 subs, dude. Again, thank you all so much. Appreciate you. And I'm going to end the stream on that. Thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you all later.